as Bruce Lee said, the key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. I know a lot of people struggle with self-worth, and I wish that there was an easy answer to tell you it is enough to simply be alive. That being a person makes you valuable and will give you the self-worth that you want. But what you know is that's bullshit. At the end of the day, you have to earn that self-worth. You have to decide what is a life that's worth remembering. What is a life that's going to give you that sense of self? What are you going to have to do to earn that? Because you have to earn that. There's no way to stumble and fumble through life hoping that it will somehow add up to something that makes you feel good inside. And at the end of the day, that is the only thing that matters. How do you feel about yourself when you're by yourself? When there's no distractions, when there's no noise, when there's nothing but the sound of your own voice in your head? What are you saying? Do you believe in yourself? Do you know you can do it? Have you put in the work? Because the reality is to become someone that you respect. It doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks. You could very much have the love and adoration of every person on this planet and still hate yourself. That's the conundrum. The only thing that matters is what you think about you. And the only way to get that, the only way to get to a life that is worth living, that you will judge as worthy, is to put in the work. It's to do the hard things. It's to look at what you really want, to be honest with yourself. What do you want? If you knew you couldn't fail, what would you do? And are you actually pursuing that? Or are you afraid of what others think? Are you afraid that you might fail? Are you worried that you're going to embarrass yourself? Are you worried that you will achieve glorious heights only to fall? Are those the things that govern your decisions? Are those the things that keep you small? Are those the things that dictate the life you live? Because if they are, you're that person that no matter how much other people love you, you're never going to love yourself. Because in your heart, you know you could be more. And there's something in us, all of us human beings, that pushes us to be the most we can be. I've heard it said that hell is to meet the person you could have been at death and realize you're not even a shadow of that person. And that heaven is to meet the person you could have been and to see yourself staring back at you. And if that's true, if that is the meaning of all this, that all the money and fame and recognition and adulation in the world doesn't mean anything, that the thing that matters is you have potential and that you do something with that potential, you actually actuate it. That is the obsession of my life. How much of the latent potential in me can I actually manifest into something tangible? Remember, skills have utility. The only reason for self-improvement is to be able to do something with it, to create something with it. Whether that's a song or a building or a child, it's to create something that matters to you. And in doing that, in becoming the best version of yourself, then you're truly living a life worth remembering.
I have the power. I am in control of my life. No one else. No thing and no one determines where I will end up except me. It's all me. My attitude, my work ethic, my desire, my response to challenges. It's all me. I believe in myself. I have the power. Everything I need is within me. Everything I seek, I can create. Don't tell me circumstances can stop me. Nothing can stop me unless I decide to give up. I have the power. I have the power to create whatever I want in my life. I have the power to become the person I want to become. I have the power to summon everything I need to create the person I want to be. I summon the discipline I need to succeed. I summon the dedication and determination I need to reach my dream. I summon the strength to persevere through the hardest of times in my life. I summon the humility to know always that I am never above or below any other, and I am never done growing. I summon the desire of a warrior to win at all costs and the focus of a lion to hunt my goals until my goal is caught. I summon the consistency to keep going, even after I have achieved my greatest of challenges. I have the power. I will not pray for easier times. I will remain thankful that I developed the strength required to survive any and all times. I have the power. I have the power to take control of any situation. I know there is always a solution. No situation has to be a life sentence. In every situation, there's a lesson, and in every challenge, there can be a solution. If I am willing to look for it and work for it, I have the power. I have the power to take my life to the next level. Even when I think I've reached my peak, I know there's always room for more growth. There's always a bigger mountain, and I am ready to find that mountain. I have the power. I am grateful for my progress. I will never forget where I came from, but I am also well aware that the true beauty in life comes from pushing to find the best version of myself. I am grateful for the energy I need to push for my goals. I will never underuse this given energy. I have the power. I thrive in growth. My growth inspires and expands myself and others. I have the power. I have the power to create a life greater than even my own expectations. The human mind and body is so powerful. The ability to grow and expand is never ending. I will keep pushing until my ending. I'm committed, excited, and forever curious to see how great I can become. I have the power. I am grateful that my life and my results are in my own control. Circumstances don't define me. My work does. My effort does. My focus does. My discipline does. I have the power. I have faith I will reach the next level. I believe in myself. I know I am capable. I know I am ready. I am ready for the next level. I have the power. I am in control of my life. No one else. No thing and no one determines where I will end up except me. It's all me. My attitude, my work ethic, my desire, my response to challenges. It's all me. I have the power. I have the power. I have the power.
When no one is watching, that is your opportunity to grow. That is your opportunity to put in the work that will shock the world. How do you know for sure if someone is going to be successful or not? I can give it to you with one question. What do you do when no one is watching? Because what you do when no one is watching will most likely define where you end up in life. Do you work for praise or do you work for pride? When no one is watching, do you work for praise or do you work for pride? They won't know if you've done the work or not, but you will. They won't know, but you will. You are the one who lives with the pride or the regret. If you haven't put in the work and you don't make it, you have to live with that. No one else. If you've been out partying, when you should have been working, when you lose, That's on you. If you've been taking it easy when you should have been learning and growing, when you fail, you have to live with that. You can talk all you like, but the proof is in the results. When it's showtime, your work will show. Don't work for the accolades. Work for the pride. Don't work for recognition. Work for your pride. Work for your growth. Fall in love with the process of growth, expansion. Your only competition is you, where you've been versus where you're going, who you were versus who you're going to be. I've heard it said that you are rewarded in public for the work you do in private. The medals are won in the darkness when no one is watching. The championship is won behind closed doors by doing the work when no one is watching. The results are achieved by the little details no one sees. Who you are going to be does not come down to what others see. Every little detail counts. Don't measure yourself against others. Don't look to see who's watching your progress. If you're making big enough progress, they'll all be watching. Until you get to that point, get your head down and work for the love of working. Work on you. Go to war with your old self and leave that old you in the shadows of yesterday. Because today a new you is born. This new you does not need validation from anyone. This new you is only after growth, self-growth. Keep going.
There's a popular quote going around at the moment. The person you will be in 5 years is based on the books you read and the people you hang around with today. This is quite true, but it applies to everything else as well. The person you will be in the future is based on everything you do today, the people you hang around with, but more so the people you listen to, the opinions you believe, the books you read, or the videos you watch. All the information you take in, positive or negative, will affect your future. The workouts you do or don't do, that will show up in the future. The foods you eat today will affect your future on a visual and energy level. The same is true with your thoughts and information. What you feed your mind will shape your future. If all you do is take in garbage, guess what your future is going to be made up of? Commit to feed your mind with successful thoughts and surround yourself with those who have the same ambition. It doesn't matter where you get your information from. You may read, you may get it from podcasts or videos. It doesn't matter. Just make sure you keep feeding your mind every day. Your future self is begging you to show some discipline. Your future self is begging you not to be like the rest, to learn more than the rest, to work harder and smarter than the rest. Your future self is begging you to do the work now so you can enjoy later. If you don't feed your mind with success, it will rot with mediocrity. What you do every day will dictate your future. What you want out of life, you must put it in. If you want success, put it in there. If you want health and fitness, put it in. If you want peace and happiness, put it in. Your actions will equal your results.
My mind is strong. I am strong. My thoughts are strong. My beliefs are strong. My life is strong. They say I can't. I can. They say I won't. I will. They say I'm not. I am. I am limitless. I am. I am. There's nothing I cannot be. Nothing I cannot do. Nothing I cannot have. In my mind, there are no limits. I am limitless. There's nothing I cannot be. Nothing I cannot do. Nothing I cannot have. There exists no limits in my mind.
There were no role models. It didn't matter. I was built different.
Why is being different frowned upon by the majority? The majority aren't where they want to be, but for some reason, they still want you to be down there with them. You should be proud to be born with something off-center, something different from the rest. You should be glad you have a mind of your own, to have the courage to never follow a path that was paved for you, but instead choose to pave your own.
You are different. That is your greatest power. Don't you ever forget that.
I don't fail. I win or I learn. That's the difference.
To most, failure is the end. It's an excuse. To me, it's a lesson. It's fuel to my fire. It's motivation to be better next time.
I don't see things like the rest because I don't want to live like them. I learn from the best and I outwork the rest. I notice what the majority do and I do the opposite.
They tell you good grades lead to a good life. But real life requires more than that. It requires self-education and self-awareness. Real growth doesn't come from grades. It comes from within. If you want to be like the majority who are not happy where they are in life, that's easy. Just do what they do. Focus on getting a safe education that leads to a safe job. Watch TV like they do. Avoid all self-development, and you're set for life. It won't be a happy life, but it will be an easy one. Easy in the sense that you'll never challenge your true potential. But in reality, much harder because you have to live with that inner knowing, the knowing you never reached that potential. On the other hand, you can choose different. You can choose to throw that story away, drown the excuses, and burn the limitations.
Your results in life are a direct reflection of your choices. If you want better results, make better choices. Make different choices.
Learn different, work different, consume different, believe different, and you will become different.
No role model, no matter. I am built different. No silver spoon, no matter. I am built different. No handout, no matter. I am built different. No fancy education, no matter. I am built different. No easy path, no matter. Built different.
Whatever happens, I soldier on. However dark it gets, I know the light is always on within.
I don't focus on where I am or how hard it is right now. I focus on where I'm going and how much better it will be when I get there.
I am built different. I don't complain about what I don't have. I am grateful for all that I do have, and I'm always hungry for more. Built different.
When challenges come, I don't get scared because I'm prepared. I put in the time. No obstacle can stop me. Nothing will get me off track. I'm laser focused, locked in on my goal. Nothing else matters. Grow, grow, grow.
I put in the time. I put in the grind. I decide how far I go. Settle for average? Ha ha! No, 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 no!
My only focus, to grow. Grow me, myself, my results, to become better. Not better than others, better than yesterday. Greater every single day.
I don't make excuses. I get my head down and work. The harder I work, the luckier I get.
I bet on myself. The only safe bet. I work different. I learn different. I am built different.
I built this mindset. This didn't happen overnight. It took sacrifice. It took years. It took blood, sweat, and tears. But I shook it all off and kept moving forward because I knew one day, all the work, it will all pay off. Maybe not immediately, but absolutely and definitely.
The proof is always in the pudding, and you can never fake quality work. You can't fake results.
Setbacks will come. Keep working. Obstacles will be everywhere. Go through them. Don't stop for anything.
Challenges are everywhere. Find a way. There's always a way.
No excuses. Work, learn, win. That's all there is. Dedication to learn, desire to work, and persistence to win.
No excuses. Think different, learn different, work different. Be different.
Different is a blessing. I am not a sheep. I am a beast, a freak. Proud to be a freak of nature, not an excuse maker. Every I don't quit. I work until I win. I learn until I win. I believe it is within. That is the truth. At least, that is my truth.
Albert Einstein once said, "We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them." The thinking, the beliefs, the mindset that got you here is not good enough to take you where you are capable of going. The thinking, the beliefs, the mindset that got you here is not good enough to take you to the next level of your life. If you want better in life, it is you who must be better. If you want better, your choices must be better. What you feed your mind must be better. If you want better physical and mental health, you will not get there feeding your body and mind with the same junk you have been feeding it. You must consume better to be better. It is not okay to stand still. You may have come a long way, but did not come this far to only come this far. Appreciate how far you've come, and then dig deep for the strength required to climb to the next peak. Dig deep in your soul, because you have not even come close to your potential. You want better, so commit to be better. You really have to commit to become a lifelong learner. A lifelong commitment to grow through learning and seeking higher levels of yourself. Learning from the great teachers, but also learning from yourself, your success and failures. Seeking the growth through self-awareness and self-development. Don't expect this to be easy. Einstein also said, great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. There will be people in your corner bringing you down. Well-meaning people will encourage you to stay down for your safety. With good intentions, they will invite you to complain about your circumstances rather than take responsibility. Some might not agree with the changes you are making. If you want a better life, you must be better. And better never comes from excuses. Better never comes from blaming. Results always come from responsibility. So take that responsibility for every single thing involved with your life and start with your own mind. Transform and renew your mind. Revitalize your spirit with new big grand goals. Goals that will ensure that you will grow by moving forward. If you reach them or not, the prize is not the achievement. The prize is the growth that will come from pushing forward. The prize is the pride that will come from that growth. The prize is the pride that will come from that growth. Condition it in. If I want better in life, I must be better. If I want better, my choices must be better. What I feed my mind must be better. I must consume better if I want to be better. If I want better in life, I must be better. If I want better, my choices must be better. What I feed my mind must be better. I must consume better if I want to be better.
There's a fight right around the corner just waiting for you. And you better learn how to fight.
You got to get up every morning, fighting, clawing, scratching. You got to beat depression. You got to beat anxiety. You got to beat the naysayers. You got to beat that little voice in your head that's telling you you're not good enough.
When I think about fighting, I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about situations. I'm talking about circumstances. I'm talking about opportunities that sometimes you have to fight for. Come on, life, let's fight. Let's go. Come on, job, let's go. Come on, career, let's go. I'm going to go to war.
That dream is not going to just sit there and wait for you to come and get it. You got to chase it. Like a man possessed, you You gotta go get it.
But to win fights, you gotta have stamina. You gotta be ready to fight and bounce back, punch and counter punch, jab and jab back. Let me tell you something. Life is a series of fights. The worst thing you can do is run away from your fights. Because if life is a series of fights and you run away, you just ran away from your life.
We gotta fight. We gotta fight. We can't lay down. When you lay down, you get ran over.
When you about to fight, you know a fight's coming, your adrenaline begins to pump. Your heart begins to race. Your mind gets right and say, look, I'm not gonna just fight. I'm gonna win this battle, and sucker, you going down. Some of you guys out there are fighting for your life. Why? Because the doctor told you you have cancer. You better not feel sorry for yourself. You better not lay down and quit. You better get up and fight, because a happy spirit does the body good like medicine. Fighting for your future, fighting for your dreams, fighting for success. When you come over depression, you raise your arms like a champ. When you overcome bankruptcy, you raise your arms like a champ. When you come over divorce, raise your arms in victory. Sometimes in life, you get caught with a good one. You didn't see divorce coming. You didn't see cheating coming. You didn't see being fired coming. You got sucker punched. Oh, I've been sucker punched before, but that doesn't mean I can't stop fighting. We gotta get up, baby. When you get sucker punched, get up. When you get hit in the gut, get up. Because if you wanna win this war, you gotta learn how to fight one battle at a time, one war at a time. Because you might not win every fight, but you gotta win the war. You gotta have the right attitude, the right mindset, the right mentality, not just to fight. It's gonna be a war, and you don't quit until you win. It's gonna be a war. And don't you quit until you win.
Let's fight, let's fight, let's fight, and let's fight.
We all have that negative voice inside us. That voice that tells us to give up when things get hard. That voice that doesn't believe in our true potential. That voice that tries to convince us to take the easy option now. You know, the option that leads to a hard life later. That voice that wants to fit in with everyone else. Don't listen to that voice. Sometimes you need to put that voice back in its place. Sometimes you need to tell that negative voice to shut up. It's too hard right now. Shut up. I'm too tired. Shut up. I can't do it. Shut up. No one wants me to succeed. Shut up. That negative voice inside you is not serving you. It is bringing you down. Tell it to shut up and listen to the winner inside you. Flip the script and start talking to yourself like you know good things are going to happen. It's too hard right now. Just keep going. Everything will work out in the end. I'm too tired. Rest if you must, but never quit. I can't do it. No, I can do anything if I put my mind to it. When I believe it, I can and will do it. No one wants me to succeed. Everyone I truly care about wants me to win. And all those that don't want me to win, I don't care about. Speak to yourself like the king or queen you are. Believe in yourself. No one else is going to do it for you. Tell yourself, I'm gonna tell every negative thought inside my mind to shut the hell up. Because now I believe. I believe in me. I believe I am destined for great things. I believe I have the power to create anything I want in my life. No matter how hard things get, I will succeed. No matter how hard it gets, I will not quit. I will keep pushing forward and I will win. Repeat this every day. I am capable. I am powerful. I do have the power. I am blessed. I am destined for great things. My time is coming. I am ready. I am willing. I have everything I need to succeed, and I am ready to earn my results. I will not stop. I will not stop. I will not stop. I know many of you are tired. I know some of you want to give up. And you can, if that's what you want. I'm telling you today, you have every right to make that choice. But with every choice, you must understand there are consequences. Maybe you don't need to give up. Maybe you just need a break. I do not mean take a break from working on yourself. I don't mean take a break from being grateful for everything that is good in your life. I do not mean take a break from spiritual work. I don't mean take a break from the things that light you up. I mean take a break from everything that is dragging you down. Take a break from the people who drain you. Take a break from the things that add no future value to your life. Take a break from treating yourself with disrespect. Take a break from being unhealthy. Take a break from saying no and start saying yes to life. The problem is, most people, when things get really hard, when life is really rough, they quit. You don't need to quit everything. You should never quit anything that really matters to you. But you do need to quit everything that is keeping you from the life that matters to you. What can you give up that will make your life better? Who do you need to let go? What bad habits must be killed today? You have to ask yourself, if I live this way for the rest of my life, would I be okay with that? If the answer is no, you must make changes, and you must make changes today. Stand up for yourself. Trim the fat in your life. Cut out everything and everyone that is holding you back from the joy you deserve. Cut out everything that is keeping you from the life you know is possible. Take a break from the garbage and you'll start seeing the beauty in this world. You will start seeing what is possible. I pray you have the courage to do that for yourself. It's not easy going it alone, but if you keep going, stay true to yourself, it will be worth it in the end. The hardest walk you can make is the walk you make alone. But that is the walk that makes you the strongest. That is the walk that builds your character the most. To all of you fighting battles alone, to all of you going against the grain, battling the naysayers, stay strong. Keep going. Stay strong. Keep going. This walk is hard, but the hardest walks lead to the greatest destinations. The toughest climbs always lead to the best views. It will be worth it in the end. And if you show what you are made of, the right people will show up in your life. You won't be a lone wolf forever. You have qualities only few can admire because most don't possess. You have strength only few can understand because most have never experienced. So don't give in. Don't settle. Don't lower your expectations to fit into the world. You were born to stand out. You were born to lead. Lead the pack. They say the wolf on the hill is never as hungry as the wolf climbing the hill. Always be that wolf climbing the hill. Always hungry for more. Always hungry to grow, to feed your mind and rise to the highest level you can take yourself. Never looking back, always looking forward to the next feast of success in whatever you do. It does not matter if you have to walk alone for a while. It is much better to walk alone in the right direction than to follow the herd walking in the wrong direction. Stay strong. Be different. Your destiny is in your hands. Get out there and hunt it.
To the bone. Well, the winter is coming on strong. You know, darling, that I love you. to the rule. I ain't trying to be unkind, I ain't trying to be cruel, baby.
I live my life like a match in the wind. Thought I could outrun the judgment within. Carried secrets like oil on my skin. But fire found every place I've been. A voice in the flame said, son, be still. I break what I burn, but I bend it to heal. Fire never lies. It'll burn what ain't true. Strip down your pride till there's nothing but you. All my scars, all my cries ain't hidden from the heat, 'cause the fire never lies. They said the furnace ain't meant for the saved, but the good get tried just the same. I heard him in the crackle and spark, not in the light, but the holy dark. He don't just cleanse, he consumes, till there's nothing left but an empty tomb. Fire never lies. It'll burn what ain't true. Strip down your pride till there's nothing but you. All my sins, all my ties burn clean in the flame, 'cause the fire never lies. I seen liars quote the word, but the flame don't flinch when the truth gets heard. You can fool men with a holy disguise, but not the one where the fire never lies. Fire never lies. It'll test your soul, melt down your idols, make the broken whole. Let it judge, let it rise. I'll meet my God where the fire never lies. Fire never lies.
Got no roots in the Delta, but I got muscle soul. Left my spirit in the Midwest, Cleveland, Ohio. Rushing out to California, 49 a mile for that gold. With a pickaxe and a hammer, holes in both my shoes. Left my loving red Atlanta, slipped out of that news. Hitched up to the wagon, 'cause I ain't no ball and chain game. At the mouth of the dragon, the fire water coursing through my veins. at the door. Digging through the mound, breathing in the black, through the valley of the high school. Just pray I make it back. The trail to hell to heaven, and the Bible is Poor Richard's almanac.
Call me the prospector, ain't no bone collector, chasing that carry like a rabbit down the hole. Ain't no green creature, just a yellow preacher. Oh, for a lot of mine before I go. Call me the prospector, ain't no bone collector, chasing that carry like a rabbit down the hole. Ain't no green creature, just a yellow preacher. Oh, for a lot of mine before I go. In the dark of the night, you've been looking for a fight. Well, here we go. Didn't your mama tell you that you gotta be careful what you ask for? There's no use in screaming, just me and you and all your demons. Who's gonna save you now? Who's gonna save you now? Here I come. No place to go, nowhere to run. Bring your matches or a lighter, make the flames go higher. Let me show you what happens when you play with fire.
Pretty little devil, liar, deceiver, false prophet, blood, wicked angel preacher. I fear the devil all around your virgin. The devil's all around you, feel him lurking. Pretty little devil, liar and cheater, a cold-hearted, blood-sucking little leecher. Oh, I should've knew same, baby, I already know. Tell me that you love me, baby, I know that you don't. Lighting up the cigarette, baby, I don't need to smoke. Driving down the highway just to see how fast I go. Monster, oh, you turn me to a monster. Love protect me from the wicked. Monster, oh, you turn me to a monster. Love protect me from the wicked. Let them know your name. Let them know the pain. Sacrifices you made won't let them be in vain. Lord, it's your world, we're just spinning in it. Lord, it's your world, we're just living in it. Don't you tell me how to feel, I'ma feel my way. Y'all died on the crossroads on the third day. Lord, it's your world, we're just spinning in it. Lord, it's your world, we're just living in it. Bless those you curse, bless those you hurt. Headed to your sin, gather